Hey guys, this is Odd One Gaming. This is going to be another King Arthur Legends Rise video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the #1 gear set in the game that you should be focusing on getting when it comes to either early game, mid game, or end game, right? So this gear set that I'm going to be talking about is the best one from my point of view. There's none better at this point, at least as of March 2025. It's the #1 set because it can be, like I said, helpful anytime, right? Early, mid, end game. It's extremely helpful, it's extremely useful, and it's kind of like, you know, the go-to set for a ton of heroes in this game, right? It's not going to be on every single one of your heroes in the game, but I think the majority of the heroes in the game, that's the set. This is going to be the set that you want to get them into. Now, the gear set I'm talking about is going to be the Vigor set. Now, there's two reasons why I'm specifically making this video. First of all, it's going to be the video, what's it called? The first reason, why can I not speak? I don't know, I cannot brain sometimes, but reason #1 is, as part of the content creator program for King Arthur, right, they give us certain missions to do specific videos, and for that, for us doing that, we get rewards, coupons that we can send for your supporters. So if you guys want to support me as a content creator, it costs you nothing, it's just a click away. There's a link in the description and pinned comment of the video. You can click that one, you can go and you know, click support, and every time I do those missions, I send out those coupons as soon as they give us those coupons, and you can get yourself some juicy rewards. Now, I made a video earlier where I talked about how you can support, what you can click, how you redeem the codes, so go check that one out if you want to check, but you definitely want to do that now because there's some juicy ones. Right now, there's a code, there's a coupon that I can send out that gives you 5 special summons and also 200 stamina, so make sure you go grab them, but there's tons of other coupons, right? There's another one that I still have today only that gives 10 summons of the normal ones, some more gold and stamina, so make sure you always check it, make sure you always grab those coupons, because who does not like some free stuff, right? Who does not like free stuff? The second reason is the fact that, you know what, this is the type of video that people are actually want to see, they're interested, they want to know, right? Because when you go into the game, even though there's not a ton of those gear sets, you might be overwhelmed, right? You might go over there, you might go, let's say, maybe to the crafting, you're like, okay, there's attack, critical, speed, damage, accuracy, defense, life, drain, resistance, heal, counter, vigor, right? These are the normal sets that you can get, and then there's also the ascension, safeguard, prevention, and elemental set, right? All of these are sets that you can get from the game. Now, the #1 is going to be Vigor, right? The reason why Vigor is so good is because it has a simple effect, but it has the most powerful effect. Pretty much, it's straightforward, right? The Vigor set gives you +1 natural vigor. The way the game works is there's a 5 vigor ball, that's the maximum you can use, that all your heroes share. If you use your third skill, it uses 3 vigor. If you use your second skill, it uses 2 vigor. If you use your first skill, that generates 1 vigor. Every time one of your heroes gets a turn, they get 1 vigor, right? So it's kind of, you have to play off that whenever you try to sync, speed tune stuff and whatnot. So the reason why this one's good is, obviously, most of the time, the skills that people have as their best skill is their third skill. But you can only have so much vigor to be able to use that. So as an example, you start out with 5 vigor, right? Somebody gets a turn, use 3, you're left with 2. Somebody else gets a turn, they generate 1, use 3, you're at 0 vigor. And that's going to be complicated. But the Vigor set then comes into to help you out, and you know, it kind of helps you with that. So just as an example, let me show you some people that I have Vigor set. Okay, so Morgan, Vigor set. Nika, Vigor set. Gillian, Vigor set. Sergius, Vigor. Then who else? Sarah has Vigor. You can even go on Anguish with Vigor. You can see Bodwin, Vigor. Lancelot, Vigor. You kind of get the gist, right? Like most people, even her, I would prefer to have Vigor, just you ran out of Vigor sets. Now again, this one's so good because this is what it brings, right? Natural recharge +1. Now, what, you know, I'm going to show you, I guess I'm going to give you some examples. Maybe I'm going to go through the codex and say, like, these ones need Vigor, this one needs Vigor and whatnot. But let's look at how can we get it. So first of all, when you're early game, 3 to 4 star, you just get the general resource, which is going to be this one, Runestone, that allows you to forge any 3 to 4 star gear, right? So when you do that, obviously you can just go and forge however much vigor that you want. Keep in mind, always swap, right? Make sure you make helmets, chest plates, you know, boots a little bit, just make a little bit of everything so you can have several sets. Then we move over to the 4 to 5 star or 5 to 6 star. You're gonna need obviously this currency that you can get from equipment dungeons, right? You farm it and it's gonna give you the ingots, or it's gonna also give you the ingot of beauty, and then this one's just the ingot of protection, right? You get these pieces of resource from specifically gear dungeons. The only place in the game you can get them. Obviously, this one drops from that as well, the Catalyst. But then we have this Mystic Moonlight Lakestone, or if it's 4-star, it's gonna be Legendary Moonlight Lakestone. Where do you get these from? Well, if you click on the resource info, it shows you. You can get it from main story, hard or hell, and then when it comes to the other one, why did I back out? But when it comes to the mythic one, you can only get that from hell stages, if I'm not mistaken. If only I can find the Vigor again, because it seems like I lost it. So if we go over here, we go to source info, you're gonna see hell, alchemy, or clan workshop. Alchemy, pretty much you forge the lower level into the bigger one, so that's how you get it. Now I think that this is a really smart way that King Arthur did it, because it kind of gives you a reason to go back to do story, right? Otherwise, most games you just almost never go back to story, or rarely go back to story. So this time it gives you several stages where you can farm it, and you can double up. Maybe you go and farm that, but at the same time you get yourself the powder. So it's pretty straightforward. That's where you get it from. That's how you forge it. Obviously you're gonna aim to go for 5 or 6 star as much as possible. Now when it comes to the pieces that you really want on them, I guess the number one piece would be getting attack speed on the rank, right? So your goal is gonna be to get as many 6-star attack speed rings as you can, because that's gonna be the main one. Then another good option would be for the amulets to get effect accuracy with hopefully attack speed, if not HP bonus, or that I think maybe that's about it, because effect accuracy is useful on your debuffers, but it's also useful on your dot heroes, right? So as an example, let me see Lancelot. Okay, he does have an effect accuracy one, but here I would prefer to have effect accuracy because he lands debuffs. Now, let's go, I guess, through the codex, and let me tell you which are the ones that I believe you should be going for Vigor on. So we look like this. Obviously, most of the time, the raw damage dealers, so such as Tristram, Bedivere, Iwerit, stuff like that, you're not going to want Vigor. But there are some key exceptions. For example, somebody like a Sigrun, because she's a pseudo damage dealer plus tank, she could be a good candidate for Vigor, because obviously her second skill only heals, which you don't care, and just lands at escort. If you would use her as like a pseudo damage dealer tank, you would use her third skill or her first skill only, so she's a good candidate for Vigor. Sergius, good candidate for Vigor. Fast with as much, with some effect accuracy. Nika Vigor, Morgan Vigor, Merlin Vigor, Lot, right? So you can go on him. Lancelot, you could do it. Guinevere, maybe, right? She could be a good option. Then Gillian, a good option for that. Florentius, good option for it. Even Claudius as a Vigor damage build, a little bit of a pseudo one. Ceres, good candidate for that. Vivian. And that's about it for legendaries. For rares, obviously, I'm not going to go over all the rares, but in general, just to have a key understanding of it, the people that you would put Vigor on are going to be support heroes, first of all, or you're going to try to put Vigor on. Support heroes, may they be healers, may they be debuffers, because obviously you want them to generate Vigor, but you want to also have that Vigor. And then two, which can be exceptions, would be people that you care mostly about the damage that comes out of dot, right? Damage over time. So unless you're going and giving them, like I have on my Anguish, right? Unless you're gonna give them the elemental set, which obviously this is the best one, right? This is elemental will be the best for somebody that does specifically damage over time, those dots. But if you cannot, if you don't really need that, or if the team that you're building around that hero needs more Vigor, so for example, Anguish always uses the third skill, Lancelot again, you want to use the third skill because that's the one that does AoE burns, you would want maybe to just go with Vigor so they can keep generating that so you can stay alive. So I think that pretty much covers it, right? I hope this was pretty helpful. I hope you could understand it, and I hope you agree that Vigor is the best set in the game. If you disagree, let me know in the comments down below which is the better set, right? Because like I said, more than 50% heroes in the game should actually have a Vigor if you can afford to get that. But guess we're gonna leave it at this for today, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next. Don't forget to support me as a content creator using the links in the description or in the pinned comment of this video. That way you can always get coupons whenever I have them ready. Make sure you do that today, right? Because I have those 5 special summon coupons that are available for another week. I think it's up until the 6th of April, so grab them quick, right? But yeah, thank you for watching. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.
Fight with honor. Vanquish the wicked, and you may prove worthy of your legacy.